I've heard nothing but bad news, really. A friend of mine was killed earlier today, deaf and dumb accountant, actually. Bank accountant, brilliant accountant, just had this speech impediment, or rather absence. And the bank where they worked in, they had a guy who could do the hand language, so we could always get through to him if we wanted to invite him out to lunch or ask him round to the debating society in the evenings. And what they discovered, £75,000 had gone missing, and it all traced back to this accountant. So the manager had him in his office, got the interpreter in there as well, and he said, look, you know, tell him, we know he's got the money, we want it back. So the interpreter said, the manager says to you, he knows you've got the money and he wants you to give it to him back, okay? I didn't say he was a very good interpreter, all right? And the deaf and dumb accountant said, what money? I don't know about any money. So the bank manager pulled a loaded revolver out of his pocket, held this gun to the deaf and dumb accountant's temple. He said, you tell him, either he tells us where the money is, or I'm going to blow his bloody brains out. Manager says to you, either you tell him where the money is, or he is going to blow your brains out. Absolutely. Or actually, more like that. And the deaf and dumb accountant said, all right, don't shoot, I'll tell you where the money is. The money's in a safe deposit box. The key's in the top left-hand drawer of my filing cabinet at home at number 23, Ravens Court Gardens. And the manager said, what did he say? What did he say? And the interpreter said, he says, go fuck yourself. So yes, isn't it awful? Isn't it awful? It is awful. And I know there will be people in the audience who will be offended by this crass, shallow, callous sort of humour. Not very many of you by the sound of it, but there will be a few in there somewhere. I'd like to say I'm on your side over this one. I don't like doing this kind of tasteless material. It's just a job, you know. In fact, as a return, I'd like to give you something of useful, practical use that you can take away. For instance, anybody speak Japanese? Would you like to learn to speak Japanese? I can teach you in 3 very simple steps. It couldn't be easier. The first step is you have to feel cold. Get the cold feeling inside your body. The vocabulary comes almost immediately. And then you add the second. I know it sounds silly now. It's only the first step. The second step, you add constipated, cold and constipated. You put the 2 together and you get... And you add... Please, I'm only prepared to take this seriously if you are. The third step, forgetful. Cold, constipated and forgetful. Easy to remember because it's a famous song by Cole Porter. You put those 3 together, you get the full effect, which is the... I don't know if you've ever tried this, but if you sniff a lot of talcum powder up your nose and then rub the insides of your nostrils with very, very, very fine sandpaper, take about 25 diet tablets, the really speedy kind, and tear up a lot of money, it's exactly like taking cocaine. Really. Ordinary thing. In fact, they're putting acid in the birth control pills now, so you can take a trip without the kids. It's all completely out of hand. So, what we want to bring you tonight is a dazzling display of trapeze skills. Help!